You're now tuned in to Thoughts of a Black Sheep. And guess what? I got some thoughts. All right. Today is June 1st, 2020. And last night, from what I see, we had somewhat of a protest here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And when they announced it, some kind of way it was on Facebook or something. And I went out there, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody. I was like, dang, okay. I went all the way up and down Segan Lane a couple times and I ain't seen nobody. Then I waited a little bit and went back and I ain't seen nobody cause I'm trying to get intel about some stuff. But so from what I seen today, I'm gonna read this. Hold on, let me get my phone situated. I'm gonna read this statement. Hold on. That here we go. The East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff, they released a statement about the protest Sunday night on Segan Lane. Check this out. This is what he say. All right. He says, I share in the outrage, frustration, and sadness of the treatment and tragic death of George Floyd. I was sickened and heartbroken to see such disregard for another human being. I have always said that if you do not have a heart for service, there is no place for you in law enforcement. Unfortunately, such reprehensible behavior undermines the important relationship and trust between law enforcement and the community we serve. Most of us share the same desire for peace, security, and equality. Now more than ever, we must do the work needed to repair and strengthen the relationship and restore trust through respect and compassion. I want to thank those, hold on, I almost lost my point. I want to thank those in our community that have peacefully protested. I respect and appreciate your right to be heard. I personally value your voice and your input. As leaders, we must humbly listen and and committedly learn and grow. Now, this is the part that's interesting right here. Last night on Segan Lane, our deputies worked with many peaceful protesters and spent hours helping facilitate and keep them safe as they walked. We did, however, have to step in at one point when some laid down in the road while the vast majority of those present were peaceful. A small group threw water bottles and rocks at law enforcement, breaking a window. He went on to say, I want to reassure any protesters that we will continue to ensure your safety and protect your right to peacefully assemble and speak freely. And we will ensure the safety of all our residents and their property. We will not allow any acts of violence, destruction of property, or obstruction to our roadways. Standing or walking in the road not only obstructs traffic, potentially blocking life-saving first responders, it is dangerous to the pedestrian as well as those in vehicles. Then he said, I pray that as a community and as a nation, we will continue to come together and listen to each other with compassion and treat each other with respect and kindness. That's what he said. Okay, two things I want to point out. First, right here, he said, where is that? I share the outrage, sickened to the unit, such reprehensible behavior. Hold on, I'm finna get to it. Most of us share the same desire for peace. I want to thank all those in the community that have peacefully protest. Hold on, where is it? See, now it done disappeared on me. Hold on, I have to start it from right here. Okay, here we go. So he said, unfortunately, such reprehensible behavior undermines the important relationship and trust between law enforcement and the community we serve. Now, I'm telling you, I hear people, these people in the media, these officials, I hear them all the time telling the truth, but they don't live the truth. Okay, he said it's important, like, about the relationship and trust between law enforcement and the community we serve. The police are supposed to serve us. They work for us. We tell them what to do. Actually, the police are supposed to protect us from the government. They supposed to be the ones that protect us. You know what I'm saying? The police. They don't supposed to work for the government, giving out tickets and making the government money. That's not how it's ever was set up. And out of his words, he just said that. He said out of the community that they serve. You know what service is? They supposed to serve us. Y'all probably gonna get that. Most of y'all did, but a lot of y'all don't. But look it up and see how all this stuff started and what the police was actually made for. Okay. Then now I want to get to the other thing. He said that they had a few people they laid down in the road. Then he said they had a few like throwing water bottles and stuff, and they broke a window. Now, from what I hear, the people down here, the protesters that was there, the people from Baton Rouge, they ran them people off. They ran them off. Now, my whole point is this. This is my whole thought. What I've been thinking since all this stuff started. Like, we being set up. They really trying to, when I say they, I'm talking about the Democratic Party. Those people. This is a plan that they've been having that was supposed to happen. If Donald Trump wouldn't have won, if he wouldn't have became the president, y'all would see right now a lot of people would be in FEMA camps, detention holding cells. A lot of your children would have been missing. They would have went rampant, stealing kids, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because of what they into, and people don't want to they don't want to even see it. They don't even want to know that this is going on. So when I'm telling them this, the majority of people like, I'm tripping, I'm crazy, but y'all don't read. Y'all don't look at these people and see what's going on with these people for real. But anyway, this is something they already had planned. Now, the coronavirus thing, man, I shouldn't have said that word. But that came out. But I told y'all in an earlier video how it went. Kobe Bryant, then that. All this was a whole sacrifice for the world. I told y'all this. Now the virus come, and they was trying to use that to be able to get everybody to get this vaccine. You know, that was the plan at first. But Donald Trump, he cut ties with the World Health Organization. So that plan really ain't finna work right now. You know, they gotta revamp on that. So we gotta go to the next phase. What's the next phase? They said, you really want to pull it off? Yeah, this time we not faking. Like, all them dudes was how to put it? They was paid to do this. They all knew what they was doing. It was a hit, really. The only person who didn't know that this got serious was that dude. How they say it, George Floyd or Floyd George, whatever. He the only one who didn't know that this just got real. He thought he was a part of the act. I guarantee you that dude knew exactly what was happening. All of them knew what was happening. The whole little video was, if you watch it without emotions, you would see exactly what was going on from the beginning when they had the little dude talking. The little dude talking about, man, you shouldn't have did it. You can't win. That's what they had him saying at first. But what he was saying, that's like, man, that ain't what we wanted you to say. So they switched him out. And then all of a sudden, these other people came up and they was the ones that you kept hearing on the video. You know what I'm saying? The other dude, he must have just walked off. He ain't care no more, huh? That's one thing. But then, like, that's why that dude felt comfortable putting his knee on this dude's neck, because he know he's backed up. Ain't nothing finna happen to him. This a hit. We got your back. Kill that nigga. And he's sitting there with the knee on his neck, just listening at the stuff he's saying. You know, he like, man, you gonna kill me, man. Like, that's not a normal way to talk to somebody that's trying to kill you. You just don't talk calm like that. Be like, you finna kill me, man. Like, he knew that all that was supposed to happen. He was supposed to play it off, act it off, and everything. Why do you think the whole scene happened? Like, when they put that when he had his knee on that dude's neck and that dude, we sat there and watched that dude die. Y'all didn't see the whatever kind of ambulance come up there. I don't even know if they had no sirens or nothing. I don't know. But they just came up there right quick, grab old boy, put him on that thing like right after this dude killed him. They pulled up, grabbed him, put him on the thing, and left. That was like a normal scene to y'all. That's just like what they do in the movies. That dude was straight up, that dude was killed, man, assassinated right in front of the whole world to get us to be emotional, to trigger us off. They've been trying to do this. Every time they select somebody to kill and put it on camera for the world to see, it's to trigger us. It's to see where we at. You know what I'm saying? Because what they want to do is to destroy us. This is their new world order. The new world order, it don't have us in it. They don't want us there. All them ones that they using right now, all them black people that they give millions to, they the ones they use to help destroy us. But in the end, they gonna get rid of them too. People just don't get it. But back to this protest down here. So they had people down here, just like in every other state that this happening in. They have people that's been sent there to cause chaos, because they want the military to come in. When I say they, I'm talking about these people that control everything. They want the military to come in here, into the hood. That's why it happened to a black person. So all this will be centered around so-called black people. So-called black people gonna have to deal with this in their neighborhoods. You get what I'm saying? They know what they doing, man. And you gotta step out of your emotions. You know what I'm saying? You have to think. This not an emotions person's war. This is a thinking war. You have to know when you need to swing. You have to know when you need to shoot. You have to know when you need to stop. You have to know, you have to think, you have to pay attention. It's moves that they make, and depending on the moves that you make, you know what I'm saying? You could be falling into a trap, or you could be stepping into your freedom. But you got to pay attention to it. And right now in Baton Rouge, this June 1st, let me make sure. Is this June 1st? I can't see them. Yeah, June 1st. So this June 1st, they supposed to have another protest here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at 5:30 on Segan Lane. And keep in mind, it's right by the target. It's always by a Target. Every protest got to be by a Target. And it's funny that store name is Target. It's so strange, man. I'm telling you. But those same individuals that have been paid to go into everybody else's city. Now, that's why we having a protest now. That's why we didn't have a protest when it first started. Because the people of Baton Rouge, we didn't protest. We was upset. But we didn't feel the need to, deal with the police, because, you know what I'm saying? We dealt with them once before with the Alton Sterling thing. I think they understand. And, like, if it happened here, then I feel like, okay, this our job. Now we need to do something about it. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We need the world, you know, all the other states and, you know, the so-called black people, y'all can feel our pain, be upset too. If we need y'all, you know what I'm saying? Come holler at us. But we supposed to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? All these different protests around the states and stuff in certain states. Man, that's a setup, man. It's organizations like, ask yourself this. If you ever been to a protest, this how it was the last time when we was doing the protesting stuff that I don't agree with no more because whatever. I don't agree with that stuff no more. But you don't know who organizing these things. People just show up. Like right now, the one on Segan Lane, it just was announced. Don't nobody know who really got that started. You know what I'm saying? You could be walking dead into a trap, man. We don't know. People just, you have to think. You know what I'm saying? And now they doing it again at 5:30 because I'm thinking that the goal or whatever they was trying to do, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we smart down here. People think people down south slow. No, nigga, we think. You know what I'm saying? We got, man, I ain't gonna get into all that. But we say, bro, so what I'm saying, if you gonna be down there at that protest, you know, pay attention to the people that's acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? If they trying to spark something, you know what I'm saying? Man, they need to get some, they need to be changed, bro. They need to be changed. You don't do that. Don't come down here in this city because we got to stay here. Don't come causing no chaos and creating a situation. Then you jump back on your plane and go back to wherever you from. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't having that because we got to live here. Our children got to be here. This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And we able to wear masks. So 5:30. Boy, don't let me catch one of y'all. I'm telling you. Don't let me catch one of y'all. But anyway, it's all a setup, man. You gotta be smart. You could be angry because it that could happen anywhere. It didn't happen here in Baton Rouge. It could happen anywhere at any time. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta just be ready when it happens. If it happens. It probably will happen again because I don't think they're going to get the results that they trying to get. Because, you know, man, people smarter than what they think. People ain't finna just react all the time. And I question people who just want you to go pop off and react. Just want you to go do something. If somebody just wants you to go do something, trying to get your emotions to go up, man, y'all better get away from them people. Either them people with the police, or they are the police, or they straight up devils trying to get you caught up into something that you ain't gonna be able to get out of. You know what I'm saying? You don't never go off of emotions. You know what I'm saying? You have to, like, I encourage the majority of you so-called black people to go back and look at that video. And the ones who just said, like, I can't look at it, I don't even want to look at it because it's going to make me upset. That's what you got to get rid of. You got to learn to process your emotions. You need to be able to look at that logically. Look at everything that happens. That's what you got to do. You got to ask yourself, if this man got his knee on this guy's neck, you know what I'm saying? And he's killing him. Now, we looking at him, he's a killer. This dude actually killing this man. But when it looked like some people was finna run up on him, he grab his mace. What killer grab mace? Why he ain't grabbing his gun and tell everybody, man, you better get the fuck back? Because he a killer. But this wasn't no killer. This was an actor. Go back and watch the video. You can see how he even grabbed his mace. All this was acting. But he got the word to kill him because they really wanted to get stuff cracking. So the dude did die. They really killed him. They showed America what will happen. What can happen to any one of y'all. This is what they wanted y'all to see. And they wanted the emotional people to get emotions and straight up go crazy. But we wasn't doing that. So they created it. They made it happen. And all this stuff, you know, man, these so-called white people, like I deal with a lot of them. I talk to a lot of them, and the majority of them be like, they tearing up their own stuff and this and that, man. They be taking everything in me just not to go off, man. You know, it's like, say, bro, first of all, that ain't none of they stuff. They ain't no such thing as no black owned business, man. If you a LLC or whatever, them letters and all that stuff, all these 501c3, all this stuff, if you tied to the government, you don't have a business. That's the government's business. Ain't no such thing as a black owned business unless is owned by you, your money circulating between you, your people, ain't nobody else touching it. That's a black owned business. Ain't no business black owned. Them people, that's why they sent them people in there to destroy them businesses, just like they did back in that Wall Street stuff. The Black Wall Street, they did it again, and y'all don't even understand. And then now they trying to blame the so-called black people. They try to blame us for the coronavirus. Now they gonna try to blame us for the stuff that's happening, bro. This part of the new world order. The new world order, like I said, is the black people ain't here no more. That's what they want. We done served. They feel like we done served our purpose. We the only ones stopping anybody from really taking over anything here. It's us. That's why they keep messing with us. But us, we don't even know who we are. We still think we like everybody else here. We just human. We just regular people. Man, y'all, this been Thoughts of a Black Sheep. I'm out.